人の話は最後まで聞け。
のですか?
The way that he just called her out so hard, she deserved it. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaylee and I'm back with another episode of Apothecary Diaries. Last episode, Maomao solved the dancing ghost mystery, but it did end on a very concerning note with Xiaolan knocking over some expensive ice that was meant for a concubine and Maomao was standing right behind her. Jinshi did hear the commotion that was going down about this. Nothing really happened yet, so I'm interested to see how this plays out. My initial thought was that Maomao was going to come up and try to protect Xiaolan by talking to the person or at least getting in front of the situation. And if Maomao is involved, I'm sure Jinshi will get involved somehow, because I just feel like there's no way that Maomao is gonna get berated or like involved in some sort of really like high tension situation and he's just gonna let it slide. So I guess we'll see what happens. Last episode also ended with Jinshi going out to meet the new eunuch and getting kind of butthurt that he isn't the only like attractive, sweet, charismatic eunuch in the rear palace. But obviously there is a bigger storyline around this new eunuch, otherwise we wouldn't be wasting so much time talking about him. It also feels like his story is being connected to concubine Lolan in a lot of ways. When we first saw him coming into the rear palace, we definitely did also see a flash of concubine Lolan getting told something, and it feels like those two things are connected. In the last episode, we saw Jinshi getting some palace news to deal with, and a lot of it having to do with concubine Lolan, and then transitioned into the conversation around this new eunuch. So I feel like those two characters could be connected in some way. Jinshi and Gaoshen keep talking about bringing Maomao onto their side or into their camp, and what that means exactly, I don't know. So I'm very interested to find out whenever that does happen. But go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And now let's jump into the episode. Okay, we're jumping right into this. I feel so bad for her because you know she feels terrible. Exactly what I thought would happen with Maomao, but let's see if Jinshi steps in at all. Oh no, okay. Okay, so I said at the end of last episode, it's very dependent on who this is for. Obviously, if it was for Gyokyo, that might just be fine because she's not insane. And same with Lishu. Lihua might have gotten a little spicy, but Lolan I feel like is just a loose cannon. Like I don't know where that could go. Obviously, we've got the theory that Lolan is Shisui, which then maybe that is not so much of a big deal for them, but also I don't know, I feel like it's very hit or miss with Lolan, so this is extra kind of like tenuous, I guess. Yeah, you can tell how serious the situation is because she is stressed out. He's just watching this unfold. I actually like that he didn't step in because I feel like he could easily make the situation fine. I feel like he's just interested in watching her and interested in figuring out like what Maomao's gonna do and how she thinks, so. Oh my god. I knew. See, he just wants to like observe and see how she's gonna figure this out, and he's going to enjoy every second of it because he knows that she is not gonna ask him for help. Well, she might ask him for help, but she's not gonna ask him to like fix the situation or solve the problem for her. Oh. Oh. Okay, he wants her to ask for something. No, she's like a little sister. Oh god, what is the condition? The way that he just called her out so hard is nuts. I love it. Because you know what? She deserved that. He was trying to tell her something. He gave her a gift. She didn't listen. She deserved it.
そうか。なら別の条件にしよう。何がいいかな。
嫌な予感がする。
お前、かんざしはつけないのか。
そう言われましても、装飾品なんて。
園遊会でやったのがあるだろう。まさか売り払ってないだろうな。
売っていません。今はまだ。
じゃあ、それをつけてこい。
それだけですか。
悪いか。
Yeah, because they've never really addressed the fact, like together, the fact that he gave her the hairpin and she didn't use it to go home and visit home, and she also just doesn't wear it. And I feel like he feels some type of way about that. So I hope she does wear it because I feel like that would make him happy.
その時よ。
He's giving himself a timeline, like when I see you wear this, then I'm gonna force myself to tell you this. All of this in an hour is kind of crazy. I feel like that conversation was alone. Too much of the hour.
これ、かき混ぜて。塩？シャオラン、そっちの器、中に突っ込んで。
Oh yeah, she's gonna make ice cream. What a smarty.
シャオランは果物切って、ちっちゃくね。
Wow.
見ての通り、アイスだよ。
No. Absolutely not.
いつもの調子が戻ってきたな。残ったやつなら。
本当に大丈夫なんだろう。
No.
何か問題ありますか？
料理溶けちゃう前に食べようよ。
そうだよ、食べようよ。
Oh.
シス
なんでここに？
一人で美味しいとこだけ持ってかないでよ。
The problem is surely solved if she is Lolon because, girl, what are you doing here?
はい、次、シスイ。
Oh. She loves them.
生まれるまであともう少し。不思議ね。リンリーの時と違って舌ばかり蹴ってるの。
Oh no.
赤子のうちから個性が出るのね。
Oh no. I feel like in 2025, a breached baby is not a big deal, but I feel like back then it probably is a very big deal in terms of like the health of Gyokyo and the baby.
リンリー姫の出産はどうでしたか？
安産だったわよ。ウィーザンとは思えないくらい。
この子の体が小さかったのも幸いしたのかしら。 助産はどなたが？
私がやりま。リバヒの時も別の方が入ったそうよ。もともと臨時で高級入りした助産師だったの。
そうですか。今回も高級の外から迎えるんだろうか。前回立ち会ったとはいえ、本ニャン様も本業では断言はできませんが、逆子かもしれません。
She needs to get in those elephant walks, start trying to turn him.
ずいぶん下の方ばかり蹴られているよ。やってちょうだい。ちなみに方法は？この子を産んだ時に比べたら大したことないわ。
True.
どう？
なんとも言い難いが、可能性は高いかと思います。
他の方法もないか、高級の外で当たってみます。
ええ。もし逆子のままだったら、
Oh no, don't say something terrible.
腹を切ることになるかもしれません。
But how risky is that back then?
玉
Oh
葉様
yeah.
の命が危ない。
Ugh.
ちゃんとした助産師がいても危険だという。
No, they need to bring in, we already know who needs to come in.
一人心当たりがあります。
そうなの？
医術の腕は申し分ありません。石灰で赤子を取り上げた経験もあります。
The catch?
まさかジンシ様の次女の？
Oh
違います。医者です。その人は一度高級を追放された罪人です。
no.
認められません。 どんな罪を犯した方なの？
Oh god.
そのものは宦官で高級の医官でした。過去には帝と今の東宮様
He delivered
高級を
jinshi.
追放された
I guess I knew that, but like, it's still, I don't know. When she puts the pieces together, whenever she decides to, it's gonna be.
親父から何か聞いたわけでも確信があるわけでもない。
分かったわ。その方を呼べないか
Aw.
ジンシ殿に提案してみましょう。
I love how much she trusts her.
そうとなれば早速あの子に文を書かないとね。
さすがの貫禄。これが母になる妃というものか。
There's so much talk about mothers and motherhood in the last couple episodes. One with Li Shu and having the mirror from her mother, and Mao Mao's like introspective thoughts about how she doesn't have the experience or the reverence that Li Shu has for her mother because she just doesn't feel that way about her mother, obviously, and didn't have that connection. And now she's very much observing Gyokyo become a really amazing mother, be a really amazing mother, obviously, to her already born daughter, but then also this new baby. So there's just a lot of introspection from Mao Mao about motherhood and mothers and their relation to their children. So that's just an interesting, I don't know, observation. Oh my god. I'm so happy for him. Oh.
また戻ってくることになるとはね。ローメンでございます。臨時の医官としてしばらく高級医局に仕えることになりました。
ねえ、あの人マオマオのお父さんなんだよね。
まあ正確には大叔父だけど。
優しそうよね。穏やかだし。
Which knowing Mao, like a normal
あの
person.
人がマオマオを育てたのみたい。常識人っぽくない？
だよね。
Oh. I don't know what he's doing out there or what he's looking at. Okay, LUOMEN being back in the rear palace has me so emotional. Like, there's just something about the fact that, like, there were so many things that just didn't work out for him and weren't his fault. And then now he's back there and she was able to help him get back there. And it's just, I don't know, there's just something very emotional about it. And I'm sure getting to see him is good for her too. So I hope they get opportunities to interact, or she gets to help consult on the birth or something where they can connect in that way, because I just think that would be so beautiful. The Shisui and Lolan thing, if they are the same person, like that whole ice treat debacle is kind of crazy because she went through all of this like extra work to put something amazing together, and then ultimately like Shisui was there to taste it. And if Shisui is Lolan, I feel like coming in at that moment and being playful and like trying the dessert and all of that is maybe her way of taking the edge off in that very stressful situation without giving away her secret. But then also part of me worries that if she is Lolan, that I don't know, maybe she's like low-key a bad person. Not that like Lolan is necessarily a bad person, but there's definitely just something going on. And then of course we can't ignore the Jinshi Maomao moment. Like, I think it's so funny because at first I just assumed he would step in and maybe try to help her with the situation. And then I was like, no, I think he just wants to watch how she figures this out and how she reacts. But then I was like, duh, why didn't I think about the fact that he wants her to ask him for help? So he's not gonna step in. He's gonna wait for her to come to him. And sure, like her hand's kind of forced, right? Like she had to go to him for help. So I just think it's so funny how tickled he was that she came to ask a favor. And he is so fair for calling her out about not letting him finish what he was saying, because like she is just so dead set on not letting herself be roped into whatever the secret or information is, that she did not let him finish and let him come clean about whatever he had to say. And I just feel like in that moment I really wish she would have, and since then I really wish she would have apologized for it and maybe given him an opportunity to say it. But again, I think she's just so concerned that whatever it is going to put her in a bad position. The second piece was the hairpin, and I'm so interested to see them have some sort of conversation about that. And I actually don't fully really know what it means that he gave it to her, but I'm assuming it is a little bit more personal and serious than she's taking it. I feel like he's just really wanted to see her wear it all this time. But thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe. If you want to check out the uncut version of this reaction, it's over on Patreon, so I'll put the link in the description box below. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode of Apothecary Diaries. Bye!